Shut up.
That's fine. It's another episode. Let's talk about it. But first.
Coming through.
What's going on, everybody? Jeremy back again with Remy Q Studios. You jumped at that one.
What?
Nothing. I saw you jump. I don't think I've ever stuttered in that whole thing. I swear I saw you jump. Yeah.
How high are you right now?
I'm not. I want to welcome you to my studio. Oh, shoot. We have the very lovely Miss Angel with us. This is off the rails. 10 seconds into it, I'm not excited. That's the problem. I'm that excited to a man that I admire and fear all at the same time. Like in the description, I wrote the deadliest nerd this world has ever seen, and that's true. He's in my top 10 zombie apocalypse list.
Yes.
He's my go-to. If there's an issue with anything that involves anything, I feel like I could go to this guy. He's incredible.
He is.
He's an incredible. This is an incredible guest. We've had a lot of guests on this show. This is an incredible guest.
Yes.
Now, I was thinking about this though,
and we always joke.
Go ahead.
About the evil genius.
Oh, no, truly,
but it's not a joke because it's real.
Well, so this is the thing. I was thinking about it, and I think he is he's like every nephew's wildest dream. Like, I don't know if from a father perspective, I don't know if I would want him to be my dad because I couldn't live up to that. But from like a nephew perspective, like he's like the type of guy where it's like your birthday's coming up and he's like, what do you want? And you're like, oh, I don't know. You know, like Billy down the street is like that little claw thing that he can reach over and he'll be like, oh, you want a claw? Oh, you want a claw? Let me figure out the formula for vibranium first. You know what I mean? Like all these science things, these builder shows that they have on YouTube.
Where do you think vibranium came from? He created it and went back in time.
This is okay. Who's the glitter bomb guy? Right? It's like 10 million followers.
Mark Rober.
Yeah, smart guy, right? Built the machine.
They probably hang out together. They know each other.
He wanted to figure out the that light thing in the arcade, the light, and you hit the button to get the jackpot. Mm-hmm. And he built the machine that perfectly would hit the button when it was. I think he figured out it was bunk. Like there's no way you can win it because he figured out exactly when that was. All right, I talked to our guest about it. You know what he told me? Mm-hmm. Why don't you just create a cloaking device and steal all of the tickets?
No, he didn't.
Cloaking device, steal all the tickets. Camera with a screen on the other side. It projects what you're invisible. You're the invisible man. That was his solution to it. Yeah. Why are we making machines to win the game? Why don't we go around the game? Mm-hmm. He's that incredible.
Should we invite our?
I think we should. You know what? I have a little intro. Okay, now he made us an incredible intro that I use for some of the other shows that we have. I did do a little intro just because I think everybody in the world already knows him already, but just in case, I wanted to highlight some of the features from the multiple channels that he has. I bet you there's people
that don't know him.
Well, it's just a brief intro.
Because they never saw it coming.
It's a brief intro of just.
It was just like,
it just
boom,
skims the surface. I was like, 30 seconds. I gotta highlight this guy a little bit. How do you put
something so amazing in 30 seconds?
You can't. You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. But I had to do something.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. yes, he's on. I just wanted an excuse to use the fire. That was the only reason.
Pocan Joe!
That is
y'all.
a great intro, sir. That is a great intro.
I'm going to tell you, I am so excited about this.
Oh my gosh, I have a theory.
What?
What if it wasn't aliens? What if it was Pocan Joe?
It might have been. At any moment, you could just assume that Pocan Joe either
Went back
did it or knows about it.
or went back in time and did it.
I feel like Pocan
Like
Joe
he created the time machine to
is the
help.
truth. That's the thing. So if I
don't
have a
think I
question
can live up to
on the whole time continuum thing, he would explain it to me, and then he would build something to actually make it happen. Sir, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
I mean,
that's our show, folks. Y'all have a good night. Everything's been said.
I feel bad. We ignored the chat, but for everybody that has joined us, thank you. But you have to understand, next level is what's happening right now. This is history in the making. You see a genius at his best right now. This is incredible.
Yep. But let's say hi to the chat in it.
Lucretius, thank you, sir, for joining us per usual. Trev, how you doing? Hey,
Pocan Joe.
absolutely.
I traveled in time.
Absolutely. Brian, how you doing, bud? Thank you so much. Roscoe,
go.
Mr. DJ Links, Remy Q, baby.
Brian.
We got Chop and Drop.
You forgot Brian LCS.
I said hello to Brian.
Did you?
How you doing, sir? Oh, we got Nick. How you doing? Hello.
Ayo. Oh, that's my nickname at work now.
What?
Ayo.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Ayo.
this is just a different Nick, but
I know, but it
he
reminded
still
me.
still has the AO.
I know, but it reminds me of that.
Okay.
You know, that's how my squirrel ADD brain works.
Yes, here he is. Yes. Hello from Canada. How you doing? Hello. Oh, we got Ignacio in the building. Man.
What?
Spidey's powder tumblers. Right here. Hello. Kenneth Bird. Thumbs up to you, sir. Did I miss anybody? I believe that is it. Awesome. Well, sir.
First of all,
yeah. God,
Where do we go from here?
I don't know. Multiple channels. I mean, this guy just blows up.
I will say one thing that is a little bit of a negative to a trident that glows in the dark is having your husband hit you with the trident in the middle of the dark. Not like actually hit you, but like standing
What are you talking about?
with a glow in the dark trident.
Did you not see the glow in the dark thing coming in the dark?
No, I turned and there it was, and I was like, "What the?"
You know, it glows. It lights up differently depending on the light. Did you know that?
Mhm.
Sunlight versus
He's like, "Yeah, that's why I'm
light.
making it."
Yeah.
Because the sunlight makes it like a blue glow, but then if you put it under like a flashlight, it's a green glow.
Yeah. I wanted to. So
See, this is what I'm
a
talking about.
good thing.
I
to
was
talk
like, of
about.
course, dummy.
So in the videos, you got to think within the videos, there's so much filming going on. You really got to condense everything. And I had this whole section about how we were going to be able to manipulate light by using these two different powders and a little bit of aluminum in it.
Ooh.
But that got real nerd deep and real chemistry focused. And I know sometimes people don't like that much nerd shit crammed into a video. So I scrolled it out.
I like nerd shit.
So basically what you're saying is you went so far into it that you were like, no, too much information.
Yeah, it was, Most
Watch
of my
me
videos.
Tony Stark hammer this thing to death and then grind it down. That was the craziest. Like every time you do this, I get so excited. Explosive arrows, claws,
That's what
masks. It's got everything. Everything.
We made our own type of metal. We made Nordic gold, where we actually mixed a bunch of metals together. I'm very proud of mixing metals together. It's a very old school thing to do.
No.
it's so.
You know
cool,
who else did that?
Tony Stark.
No, I was thinking about adamantium. I was like, it's virtually breakable.
Virtually unbreakable.
Oh man, that is what I'm saying. That's the claw that Uncle Pocan Joe will make you.
Uncle Pocan Joe.
Like, oh, you don't need 5 fingers. You want 6 talons, razor sharp, and a flamethrower in the middle that shoots fire.
Or a laser.
And little Johnny can
Laser.
play with his little plastic
Our
robot
kid would
hand.
blow up the world.
Like most people be like, oh yeah, let me like 3D print this or something. You're like, oh, that's incredible. And Joe's like, "Wah." He's
I will say this. On one of our projects, because I don't have a 3D printer and I understand CAD and things like that, but that's for like CNC work. So I actually had to reach out to somebody in the community, and that's what's really great about the community. Because sometimes I'll get a little too deep into these projects, and I might need to pull somebody up to help me out a little bit. And White Shadow, another.
I was gonna say, I think Chip, yeah.
In the community,
I
had
mean-
3D printer, and boom.
Pocan Joe and White Shadow would take over the
Sounds
world.
like an unstoppable team to me.
Yeah, if I can get him just to be a little bit more villainous. Like he's like super nice guy. Well, until Acid-Gate hit and he started.
So that's the nice thing, though. See, between the two of you, it's like a yin and yang. You know what I mean? That's
nothing gets
why-
done because we're constantly.
I don't know. Like I think Chip is truly evil, and this is why, because he's so nice that like he's like the Punisher. Like something's gonna happen, and he's gonna snap and just be like,
Oh yeah, he was in the military. Just
And
saying.
nobody saw it coming.
nobody saw it coming.
To the moon. Yeah. We went with the moon tonight.
Yes,
Little difference. The throwback.
jetpack.
Was a throwback. I'm so excited because I finally figured the editing green screen portion of video to video.
After all this
So
time,
it only took a couple years.
I shouldn't say anything. I have no idea how this
The
stuff works.
the green screen for live stream was all I ever did. If anybody ever watched it, that was the deal.
Yes,
But now I've got the video to video deal. It's no big deal. Took me a
It's no-
couple years to figure out.
it's no big deal.
Mr. Pocan Joe, though, if he wants to figure something out, you know what he does?
Invents it.
He just makes something to make it happen. Yeah. He's like, all right, we're gonna do this in 30 days. Why not?
I think it's amazing though. Like I wish when I was younger, I tried to make stuff.
I think everybody did.
I did.
I think everybody had that like
No.
something that they were like, oh man, what if I could make this thing? And Joe does it.
Well, I did come up with a couple of inventions that became famous.
Tell us about a famous invention.
Yes.
The window locks.
Window locks.
hmm And my mom said that's a stupid idea.
Yeah,
It's like-
that's one thing I always keep in mind for the evil lair. If people have criticisms about what I made, I just ignore them. I don't.
Yeah, my mom's like nobody would pay for that to put it in a car because you remember they had the 2/3 windows in the back.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so stupid, Mom. Why do they have these? And she's like, so kids don't crawl out the windows. I was like, why don't they just have a lock that unlocks it? And she's like, because they wouldn't pay for that. You know what they have now? Window locks. I'm just saying.
I think they have like hand swipe windows unlocked now too.
What?
Yeah,
No.
you just go and the window goes.
For real?
I don't know. If they don't, that's the guy that's going to make it happen right there.
He's like, I got that in my house. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
What are you talking about? It's robots walking around.
He's got like Bill Gates. He's like Bill Gates.
Yeah,
He's
it's got
like
robots that give him beer and everything.
you can't go in his house because it's too high tech.
Beer me, and then the robot comes over.
That's what you have kids for. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would never have my kid grab a beer for me.
What?
What?
Whoops. Whoops.
Whoops.
Oh man. Hey, we got Nick's Kicks in the house. What's going on?
Heyo! Red cups.
and
There you go.
Are you
Yeah, I'm
kidding me?
washing my goblet, so I had to stick with. We're doing trailer park tonight. Yeehaw, boys!
Pocan at his best right there.
Ain't
Pocan at his best.
nothing wrong with it. Fill it up,
Yeah,
sell the cup, or
when,
whatever.
When Pocan Joe came down to NC, it was one of the top nights. I'm trying to think of like, my entire life, there's a lot of big. I would say I'd put it in the top 100 for sure.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with that guy right there,
That was hilarious, and we didn't even do anything.
wandering the town.
We didn't blow
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
up. We didn't set anything on fire. We just drank. and
Yeah.
joked.
A lot.
Yeah.
And then we did it at the auction. We drank and joked a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have drank more, but I hadn't eaten that day.
Are you
At the auction.
Heroes? Yeah. We was at C2E2 as well.
Yeah, that was my nachos.
Yeah. C2E2 was amazing.
It was
It was
the
fun.
first one, the last one, not the last one, the one before that.
Yeah. For the folks that haven't gotten to meet Mr. Pocan Joe, just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait. You've been hitting up the cons like crazy, sir.
I've always been kind of a con goer.
Uh-huh.
I have a couple that I hit, but I wanted to hit some new ones. So since I missed out on a few that I normally go to because of COVID and everything else, I had the budget to hit 2 others. So hitting Planet Comic Con and hitting Heroes Con.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make Heroes Con like a regular thing, like I do Baltimore, and like
That's
I do, of course.
I know we
Richmond.
should really go to Baltimore.
We want to try Baltimore,
because
yeah.
we're so close to that.
Well, and I
So-
mean, we still have family in Virginia, so it's easy to like.
Yeah, might as well.
Where
Yeah.
is it in Baltimore, Maryland?
Whoa,
Yep.
wow.
It's in Baltimore.
How baked are you right now?
I mean, golly, I don't even that. In fact, I hit the wrong button.
You're embarrassing me in company!
I mean, that's just like I'm horrible with cities and states and countries. I mean, this guy.
I mean, I'm not wrong. Shut up.
This guy's jumped out of planes and hit the airstream to go cross country. Like I've seen video of that.
No, I would die.
Incredible.
I'd
An
die.
incredible human.
I would just
being.
die.
You
These
saw
people
that?
are sleeping on this guy. They have no clue. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, Baltimore is in Maryland.
I know.
Baltimore,
I meant-
Maryland.
I
It's
meant,
in
You know, it's
downtown
north of
near
where
Inner
you
Harbor.
where you grew
Yeah,
up.
at the convention center. And honestly, you don't get that great of like deals at that one. It's pretty an average con as far as that goes. It's big, but it's kind of average.
well, that's
But
Maryland.
it's just the nightlife. It's on point.
Getting DC.
Maryland.
Chinatown. Get some good Chinese food.
When you're talking about going, I mean, well, yeah, we used to like hanging out in DC when we were living
Yeah.
close
And-
to that area.
In Fredericksburg.
That was
Edward.
remember when we went to Chicago. That was the
Border.
nice thing, 'cause we were like,
Ah,
it's a big city again.
yeah.
Like
I
our
mean-
city looks big from afar, and then when you get in it, you're like, yeah, this isn't a big city.
Like they don't deliver pizza past 10.
No, that was COVID restrictions that did all that.
Yeah, I was about to say I sent a pizza to them and it was after 10.
yeah. They used to. They just haven't. There's certain things that are still.
Oh, that was funny. I remember that.
Yeah, if you missed when Pocan Joe sent me a 15 topping pizza at random
Did
to
he
the
really?
door,
I thought it was a joke,
it had it was a joke.
but he actually did it.
Yeah. He sent a large pizza with
Oh.
like everything on it, and then he sent crazy bread or whatever.
Some
Just in
cinnamon
case,
sticks
'cause he
for
knew
the
that the
kids, just in
pizza
case the
was gonna
kids were
be-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I know they're gonna be a little disappointed in this pizza. I took a picture of it and put it on Instagram. And
I
it
don't
had
remember
like
that.
everything,
I must have been working.
all the meats, all the vegetables, anything that you like. He was like, just throw it all on there. Like I opened it up, it was a big slop mess. And I think it was because I said that I always wanted to do that. I was like, I always thought it'd be funny if I
That's
delivered
exactly
a pizza
what it was. You
while
wanted to do
somebody
the
was in
pizza
a live
prank.
stream. Yeah, like in my head, I'd always
I
imagined.
remember that, but I don't
DJ
remember
would
it's getting
be-
delivered. That's funny.
I always wanted to send it to DJ. My dream, okay, is for DJ Links to be live streaming, and me send him a Brooklyn style Domino's pizza
Brooklyn style
Yes.
Domino's pizza.
to his door.
And you think he'll be friends with you after that?
I sent him a pizza.
Yeah.
Brooklyn style from Domino's.
Well, it's Brooklyn style. It's the Brooklyn way. That's, do
And not when
part of the
Domino,
they
not when
have that in
Domino's
New
make
York? Do
it.
they have the Brooklyn style in New York though?
No, it's just called pizza.
You know what I'm talking about. Come on, somebody in New York. Do they have that?
Yeah, DJ's in the chat. I thought he'd let us know.
It's like that's
We're really hold on. What? Yeah, Roscoe, you gotta. Heroes Con was a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
yeah.
Heroes
Yeah.
Con was a lot of fun, and I mean, it was our second con, so I don't have a lot to compare it to. But
It's not as great as the first one.
Yeah, but see,
But
hold
the
on
first
though.
one was hard to beat because we were meeting everybody
I was
for
going
the
to say
first
the
time.
first one there was a lot more people that were there.
Yeah.
This one there was actually a lot of new people,
Well,
which
we
was
also
nice.
had the kids, so
Yeah, that hindered it. But I'm saying, as far as the con itself, it was a lot of comic stuff that was there.
and I was trying to
Where
use,
C2E2 was like they had comic section, then they had the artist, then they had like a celebrity thing, then they had like a video game thing. So I guess if you're trying to like mix it up, because like we like the video game stuff, but I don't think we really
C2E2
spent
had
a lot of time at the
ridiculous
video game
pricing.
section.
I didn't think
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and
What
the
is it?
pricing was a bit different.
It was ridiculous.
what
But
C2E2.
Heroes Con
Down
for the
here, they
collector,
were legit with the
that's
pricing.
where
It was
it's
pretty
at,
good.
yeah. I'll never forget. I believe his name is Logan. Is that the oldest one's name?
Yes.
So I
I
met
tried to-
Logan at Heroes Con, and apparently Miss Angel was like, "Oh, Pocan Joe's here. I'm gonna make my kid deadly scared, so he'll behave, and I'm gonna use Pocan Joe as the vehicle to make this happen."
Absolutely.
She's telling
Backfire.
this young kid, like, you better straighten up because he will hurt you or something to that effect. And this poor kid looks at me, and I like, normally, if anybody knows me, you see me at a con, I'm on my feet all day long. I'm not walking around smiling. I got prosthetic hips, so I just have a face. And this poor kid looked up at me, looked dead in my eyes, and started crying. I was like, "Here's $5. Just stop crying. Do you want something else?"
See, my kid is an evil genius too. You fell right for it, Pocan Joe.
I'll fall for it all day long. Oh, some kids.
And he was like, Pocan Joe's amazing. I
Logan?
love that guy.
Yeah. He's the
He
brains.
actually-
He's the brains of the
He
operation.
actually, because he said that was awesome, because I was like, you know who made this? And I was like, Pocan Joe. Remember that he's the guy that he's like, I know who Pocan Joe is. It's too big for our studio.
That's what she said. Why don't I have that clip yet?
I don't know. But I know when the package came, Jeremy was like, that's the biggest package I've ever seen. I was like, yep, me too.
Oh. No, I'm not making fun of you for the 3D printer.
I know exactly what that is. That is nice.
Yeah, not making fun of the 3D printers. I know that there's like, for me that would be the obvious, like, oh, somebody wants to build something, then okay, let me see if I can 3D print it. Where Joe's like, no, we need to improve whatever somebody else has designed.
I want a 3D printer so I can make things.
I think my wife ordered me one for Christmas, so it looks like I'll be getting one.
There you go.
Which is great because when you're doing like castings where you're pouring hot metal into a sand cast.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
I carve it out of clay right now by hand. I just did a coin for Austin LeMay. And I had to carve it out of clay, and I was just like, man, it'd be easier if I just had a 3D printer. Just press a button. Yeah, just press a button and be done with it. Yeah, it steals from it a little bit, but yeah.
Roscoe's gonna start crying when he sees Pocan Joe now.
I'm not that ugly.
Oh man. So yes. So everybody, when you meet Roscoe, just give him $5 and he'll stop crying.
Just take $5. Stop crying.
He's just gonna start Coco the gorilla. Just hand him $5. That's too funny, man. So you know, it's funny because when I was juggling around the channel when I was trying to make that clip, or several clips, I guess, and it was and I put both channels in here, but I've got Pocan Joe and I've got Evil Lair.
Yeah.
And so that whole, what are you doing?
What
are you doing?
I was trying to get to
what do we have now? This is
I don't know.
It's anarchy. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Fix it.
I don't know why. Why?
Because I'm trying to get to that stupid thing.
I feel like
I need you to do that thing.
What thing?
Where you can do things.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
The stupid things that you do all day. Like, she's embarrassing me and stupid stuff. To do this thing. Make the things work. Please.
Let me try to fix this now. Okay, here we go. What are you doing? I'm sorry, Joe. I apologize
It's
to everybody in the
White Shadow.
I can still see you.
All right, now I did miss the fact that Chip Gatler joined us. I apologize,
Exactly.
everybody. I am so sorry. Hold on. Where is he at? No, here he is, right here.
And you were a minute late. You were a
Chip-
minute late on that because
Chip,
you were.
please forgive me, Mr. White Shadow himself. Everybody, he has graced us with his presence. Chip, you are the man. We were talking about you earlier in a good way, though. In a good way.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening.
Okay, sorry. Just want to make sure everybody knows. You hit it big when Chip Getler joins in the chat. That's all I'm saying. This is a big time right now.
That's an easy.
We are
thing
big
to
time,
right
and
there.
yep, some people are slackers. See?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I apologize. Look, Angel, I don't have anything on here that says I'm sorry, but I apologize.
You should get it.
Let me get it. I'll get right on that. I will get right on
You don't
that.
have anything nice to say to me
I
on
don't have
that
anything
stupid
nice.
thing.
I have nothing nice.
I know.
The nice thing I have is the yes. That's the only thing I have.
And
that
that's
is
not even
actually
for
nice.
me. That's for Pocan Show.
That's for everybody else. Yeah, that's for everybody else. Somehow Angel got that. She figured it out. She's like, you have nothing nice out of the millions of things that you've chopped and clipped, and
I still like you. It's crazy.
I know it's amazing. Thank you. It's the power of the trident, really. I think at this point you realize, watch out, ladies.
King of the North. King of the North. King of the North. King of the North.
You're crazy. You're crazy, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does your boyfriend have a trident? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
No.
Is it anything like this? No, it's not. Oh man.
So you know where I got the idea for the actual trident to send to you? So it actually came from Heroes Con. We were outside and we were kind of making fun of the auction and some of the people and the bullshit they were saying. And we went outside to grab a quick smoke. And you showed me that video. You were like, hey, this is something I made for you. I never posted it, blah, blah, blah. And we were sitting there talking. And it was like Rambo. And he was like slashing, hacking, and shooting guns and everything else,
Let's
right?
talk about the intro for the slab.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's talking about for the intro for the slab.
Oh, for
Right.
Yes.
And all this other stuff. And I was like, he picked, like, there was like one machine gun thing, but everything else was bows, arrows, melee weapons. And I'm thinking in my head, you like melee weapons. Let's make them a melee weapon and make fun of horrible superheroes that live in the ocean.
the water
That's
losers.
what happened that night in the parking lot of a hotel. And that's when it was
hilarious.
solidified. I am going to do it.
Yeah. That is hilarious. Yeah. So what Joe is talking about, everybody, is for actually he had made a indestructible slab, which we the plant. Hold on, what is this?
They just call it pizza.
Oh, well, I don't know. But Joe made an indestructible slab, okay, and we had scheduled this so that we were going to.
We have scheduled that
live.
thing.
Yeah, but we were going to do it live for C3.
Yeah.
And I actually broke down that night, and I had to walk back. Remember that? That was I'd missed like several hours. I was like, oh, I'm going to Sheets. I just never came back. And then I showed up the next day, and people were like, "What?" Like I was disheveled. They were like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Dude, I had to walk back, and I had to like
for the comic curing cancer.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
Anyway, so we weren't able to do it, and then I tried to get with I don't want to say the people, but
yeah,
I tried to get with all the people.
That's what
we
couldn't schedule that. We should do it at Homeboys.
I know. Trust me. I've already we've been
this weekend. We should do it.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I have to go to Charlottesville this weekend.
Yes, hello? Yes, it's this weekend. She said so.
Make it happen.
Yes.
Make it so.
Yes.
Yeah, she said so. My gosh.
What is wrong with you?
Anyway.
Why are you yelling at me?
Why? Why are you yelling?
You click that, but that could go for either one of us.
I know, that's why I yelled at you.
Anyways, so a part of that though, yes. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it, Tyler. So what Joe's talking about though is I have an entire intro that's filmed for it, that has various action heroes
I
that
actually want to
Violent
are
get
my
it.
movies.
description of Joe.
Violent movies.
Yes, when I think of Joe, I think
Do you
of
have one that I
these
describe Joe as?
scenes. No,
You
could-
need to put him in there.
Okay, well, we can do a whole nother thing with that. But I'm saying I had this, and I think I showed Joe, like, hey, this is the video thus far. We haven't blown this up, but this is what I was working on. And so, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I had no idea that that's where that
That's where that whole idea came from.
Oh, C3 will be. What is C3?
Yeah,
That's not
and as a
C3.
matter of fact, when we went back upstairs to sit in the auction, I looked directly at you. At that point, both of us were directed at you, and I even said, "I'm going to make you a trident."
Oh, you know what? I remember that, and
I don't
I
remember that.
I thought he was joking.
I don't remember. Honestly, I probably thought at the time he was joking too. Knowing
Actually,
Joe,
I
I should have
probably-
taken it a little more serious. But
I probably looked more like this. I'm going to make you a trident.
and in case
and you know
anybody
what is
knew,
crazy? Like,
this is what we're talking about.
it's crazy because, first of all, I don't know why he hates shepherd's hooks so much. I don't know why you hate the plant stands so much, because they hold birds feeders. But the craftsmanship, for real, y'all, it does not do it justice. Like, it is just
this is awesome.
like, it's actually beautiful. Aside from the fact that Jeremy has stabbed everything in our house.
like, look at these hook ends here.
And the
And there's little details that they put in here.
and like the gold stuff.
Yeah, that was actually the new technique I had to teach myself, being able to smelt bronze into steel and shine it up.
You know what's so funny? What if you die and you're buried with that, and they think you're from like 18?
Bro, that's what I want to. Yeah.
You can't get.
So
No.
there's the thing.
The
I
children,
fear if
the
I leave
children
this
will
behind-
literally dig you up and take it.
Okay, so who do I give it to? Because that's the problem. Unless one of them dies, they're gonna fight over the power forever.
Well, that's
So
the
my-
point of it. It's like a king in his crown. Like, fight it out. Winner rules.
They would probably kill each other.
I don't know. It'd be an interesting battle.
And just give it to the one
Yeah.
that's worthy.
They're Rob, what's going on?
We will have a contest. Who's the greatest? You should just make them do the thing back and forth. Like, they have to meet on a certain day each year and give it to each other, even when they're not speaking, so that will be the thing that binds them together.
It's interesting.
Are we writing a Torkland novel here? What? It's like a
You know what's crazy?
Like everybody has a good year, and then the other one has a shit year.
That's what I
It's
did.
like Arrested. You know, it's rock bottom.
So
I need to try it back.
we
It's like life is all apart. Give me the trident back.
So my mom has this elf that is like the ugliest elf that she ever had, and I was like, "Mom, why do you have this elf? It
You
is
talking about
like
the elf on the shelf.
no, I'm talking about the elf that I have." And I was
Oh,
like,
that's
"That
right.
is the ugliest elf I've ever seen. Why do you even have that?" And she, of course, then she tells me this sappy story that makes me feel like, "Thank you." Thank
Yeah, I
you.
do the same thing to my daughter. Whenever she criticizes me, I give her some sappy war story about some kids that saw in combat, and she starts crying. I'm like, yeah, it's because you're a horrible person. You should go cry.
You should cry.
And then she runs off. It's probably why she has problems. I'm just saying. No, I'm joking. My daughter's fine.
Too bad there's no Ricky Lake for her to take you on.
Oh, I dare.
It's like she'll never.
I
Ricky Lake
appreciate
will
the talent.
Lit- and then the appearance of Ricky Lake disappears. But yeah, so we have this elf and it's ugly. And then she was like, "Yeah, one time I couldn't afford any ornaments, so I bought this thing because it was the only thing I afforded." And I was like, "Oh, well, now I feel like a terrible human being." But then that meant something to me. And so then me and my sister were fighting over it. She's like, I was like, "I put that elf on the tree every year." And she's like, "Well, so did I, and I'm older than you." And I was like, "I can't help it." So we decided that we split it up every year. So I get it 1 year and she gets it 1 year. And I got it 2 years one time.
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again? Do you have time?
It's a beautiful story. Whatever. If you
How about no?
if y'all saw this elf, you would understand. It is the ugliest, creepiest
It
looking
is
thing.
ugly. It's ugly. It's
And
fragile.
it was in
It's made out of like paper or something.
Mache.
Yeah, it's
Paper
like a
mache.
paper mache elf.
Paper mache.
And her
And-
and her sister and Angel will destroy something very easily. And so I don't know why you guys have. Every year this pack that you have that you trade it back and forth.
He has not been destroyed. I'll have you know that when he was at my mom's house in the attic, he got eaten by a squirrel. And I put his leg back together, okay? And I painted him with eyeshadow, okay? So there, people.
Eyeshadow?
Yes, eyeshadow. It's a makeup and a paint.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
We don't have time for all that shit. We don't have time for that. And may God have mercy on your soul. Damn right. Because you know what? I may not be Pocan Joe, but I'm MacGyver, gosh darn it.
I'm with you. I'm
I'm
with you.
Well, really, you don't have the technology or the steady hands to pull up a procedure like that. So, ha!
you damn
That is
right
way
I do.
Too perfect. That is way too perfect for that.
That's why. Angel's she's getting slick. She knows she can cut my clip off early. I gotta slap the hand away for that one.
Did
Like,
you
let
hear
this
that?
one play.
Did y'all hear that? He slapped my
Lord.
hand.
Yes, I did. Yes,
Domestic
I did.
violence.
Oh man.
Don't say that out loud.
We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.
I'm already here. Because
I
you're
know.
like, ooh, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stab. But he hasn't put any holes in the wall
I haven't hit the wall.
yet.
Yeah, I haven't destroyed
Yeah.
anything that couldn't
Yeah.
just be destroyed anyways. But I have gone out of the way. So it's like there was that paper bag. I don't know what was in it, like food or something. But the bag was on the table and it had blown on the thing. And I stabbed through the bag.
Yeah, he
So
picked.
Please
in the
remove it
video,
from my
you
hook,
saw me
please.
hit some pineapples. That wasn't half of what I've hit. I took that same thing, used watermelons, cartons of milk. Like I dropped $150 at the grocery store
To
and hit
stab
that
stuff.
things up in the backyard just to stab it.
I mean, the thing is, I want to be like, you guys are so idiotic, but I would totally do the same thing. So I'm ashamed.
You can always make some.
How about a six
Oh
pack
my
of some
gosh.
bullshit soda? I think it was like RC Cola. I didn't even know they made that anymore.
Oh,
And I was like, blah, blah. Shit was just going everywhere. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing.
what?
Like shake it up and then stab it.
Yeah, especially a 2 liter. 2
See,
liters.
and you've been the one giving us crap about
Because you're
this.
like, hey, let's stab the door in the house and see if mom freaks out.
All I said was I have no restrictions on what we. As long as I'm the one that's wielding this, I don't care.
Well, that's not cool. I want to wield it.
You haven't gotten to it, have
That's
you?
for sure. I have
Move
not.
through the power. Here.
You know, we can always, if the go back to the question of which kid will get it when somebody passes away,
Go ahead.
we can just make some lances and let the kids figure it out themselves. Like the winners
Make some
of
what?
lances.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just let the kids figure it out.
I think I would.
You know what you need to do? Seriously, put this shotgun. Put this in the passenger seat and just drive to like Target or
Are you
something.
are you kidding? Knowing my luck, I would probably have somebody run into the side of me and it would stab me through
I
like the
dare
neck.
you to hit me. I dare.
If it goes
North
through my
Carolina
neck,
to
it
hit
doesn't
me.
matter. I'd be like,
Because that would be the
And I'll
first
be
thing
like-
I grab. Just out of instincts, I would grab that.
and then they would
Can
be
you
like,
imagine somebody
they'd be like,
you T-bone somebody and a
"Bam."
dude gets out with a fucking
they'd
trident?
be like, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And in my head, I would be like, they called me ma'am and Pocan Joe, and they'd be like, "Who the fuck is Pocan Joe?" And
I've
then
always said that I imagine if I was falling, Pocan Joe would catch me.
you're gonna Superman curse him. That's
Like
that's
if I was hanging by a cliff, I would be like, ah, and I'd be right at the last finger, and then Pocan Joe would be leaning over to.
I'd probably
Here's
look over and
Remy.
be like, what's going on, weirdo?
I'd hear a noise. I'd be like, "What is that?" And Pocan Joe's there's a helicopter, and he's like swinging from a rope
I
to
know
like
we
get
talked
me.
about that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. This guy, I don't know why.
I wouldn't
But
test
it's like
it.
I feel
we
like
already
I
talked
feel like
about
every day
how
I'm like safer.
we already talked about it because you would never fall because he would be there before you fell.
Somehow, yeah. Somehow he would know. Yeah.
Be like, hey, Remy, you want to go drinking? Maybe not jump off the cliff. Just saying. Just saying.
This is an easy one. Just don't jump off the cliff.
Yeah.
Let's go grab a beer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Local man stabs
Yeah.
3 strangers.
I went to the door with it.
Oh yeah, you would totally go to the door.
I went
Like
to
if the
door
police
when-
showed up,
yeah,
he'd
when
be like,
Logan
"What's up?"
Logan told us last time someone's at the door. I was like, wait a minute.
It was
I
the
turned that
name.
camera off and instantly went up there.
Two best moments when I was making that trident. One when my neighbors came over because they always enjoy the shit that I make. Like they're just older than me, but they're
I was
still
going to ask that. Yeah, like I think you've talked about that before. How
Yeah.
usually people come over and watch, but they have to be curious.
Oh yeah,
Like when that garage door goes open, like what's Joe doing today?
they know. And there's a bunch of things that I make off camera too for like other people and other things, and they come over like it's a regular thing. Kids will come over and they want to hit hot metal, so we make sure we're
Aw.
safe. We let them do it. It's fine. The two best moments again. A couple of the people coming over, especially when I was doing the heavy swinging. Again, everything's edited extremely much. 30 days in this. So, people come
That's
over.
crazy.
A couple of other kids in the neighborhood took some hits on it. Some guys were giving me some ideas. But the best moment is when I walked into UPS with that thing. And it was crowded in there. And I just walked in there and I'm holding this thing. And like, you can tell the people that just don't like weapons or don't like anything at all. Karens, I guess is what we call them now. That the side eye they were giving me. And like every veteran in the place is sitting there going, just nodding their head with a little smile. And then the guy that took it, and he was like, okay, this is how we're going to have to package it. This is kind of a weird package for us. And I'm like, you're UPS. Like, nothing should be weird for you. You should be like, I should bring anything in here and it should be okay.
Car, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I'd probably be like, dude, that guy's got a trident.
Oh, I guarantee there was a cell phone picture snap. Somebody had it.
I know they took selfie. I already know.
Somebody snuck that in. There's no way.
It's like,
yeah, I know. Because where else are you going to have a trident come in where somebody wants to ship it like that?
you probably can't take that to Comic-Con, can you?
No.
Because it's like,
cops are going to stop that real quick. Yeah, that ain't coming in. As soon as you take it over the weapon check.
I'd be Mira with red hair and fake cry.
Trust me, there's a laundry list. In fact, we did the boxing last week, so if anybody missed it, go back and watch that because you actually can see the size of the box.
And watch the video. The video is pretty cool.
7 feet long, 8 feet long. It was a 15 by 15, and then it spanned everywhere. At one point, I pull it over my head, and I'm like,
I walked it, and I walked up, and Jeremy had told me like something was coming, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I was like, your package came. He's like, yes. And he's like, it's the trident. And I was like, and it's crazy. It's crazy because you think like, oh, the trident, it's gonna be huge, but like when you see it, you're like, oh my god, that's a big box. Like, I wonder the guy that delivered was probably like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, you have, yeah.
You have
to. I actually had to fill out a weapons form for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to fill out when you ship like swords and that aren't blunted or things along those lines that aren't replicas. So the guy was like trying to hint at, say, hey, this is a prop or this is a mimic. And I was like, no, this is a trident. And you can stab somebody with it. And the guy's like, I'm going to need you to fill out a form. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. And they're like, well, sometimes, something happens, the government can track it. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about the government. Give me a pen.
It's okay, Joe, bitch.
Just put some pool noodles on the ends. Yeah, I can imagine that. Like you go through a metal detector. Although Heroes didn't have a metal detector, did they?
Yes.
Did they?
Yes.
Did they?
I don't think they did. They had the doors, and then you just walk down that hole and
I thought
into
the metal.
thing. They had the.
No, but they did have a weapons check where you're supposed to go over and
We
check
didn't
your.
have to go
Oh, that's
that way.
right. At the table at the very front.
Yeah,
You're right.
they always have a
Yeah.
weapons check at Comic Cons.
I
That
know,
would be funny.
I
Though.
know.
Look, I walk in with
You
this.
know why? Because
I got a pull noodle, and the guy pulls it off.
The people behind us had a lighter, and they were like, "What am I gonna do with my lighter?" And she's like, "Just throw it away, dude. You can buy another one."
Did you see the guy that had the gun that was in there?
A real gun?
No, but it was painted all black. There was like.
Oh, and they had to put a sticker on it or
they
something.
put like orange tape on the end, but I was like, I'm surprised they let that slide because I remember reading those things before and they were very specific. Like, you can't have this, you can't like nothing. It wasn't like, oh yeah, you know what, you brought it with you, just put some orange tape around it. Like they were very specific on we will not allow any of this stuff in, and I was surprised they just kind of let the guy in there like that.
That's some BS. Thanks, psycho people, for taking that dream away.
Mm-hmm.
Meow. Where's Hi, kitty? You're not supposed to be down here. What?
I don't know where that went.
Where what went?
I don't know where that was going. I don't know why the cat's down here anyways.
Is that a cat?
That is a cat. And it goes,
Trident. No, we got 3 more.
And one thing you can always do with the Trident, I'm just throwing this out there, 3 marshmallows at one time.
Ooh.
I already thought about that, but I would never use it sacrilegiously.
So that was what the.
But since Pocan Joe said it's okay, it's okay.
The boys did mention that because they were like, "Oh, we go camping next. You need to bring that so we can go fishing." They want to go fishing.
They want to go trident fishing.
And that was one of the suggestions I got because they're like, "Oh, you got to get you want to picture this, picture that." So one of the pictures that I'm going to do, especially.
If anybody would like water damage, comment
on that one. Not you by any means. Anyway, so in the coming out of the rapids, no shirt, trident, hair.
I think you should come out. I think we should go to the beach, and then come out of the waves.
Am I allowed to bring a trident to the beach though?
I mean,
because camping's like secluded. You're in the woods by yourself.
I mean, it depends on the beach.
Like if I walk on the beach with this,
if it's P-Town, maybe not.
Yeah. P-Town. You're talking about Portsmouth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might have a problem with it.
No, actually, they should be okay with it as much crap. It's like, it's not a gun. You're good.
You're good.
What happens if we bring that and a camera?
What do you mean a camera?
Like bring one of your nice cameras
and break it. What are you talking about?
I'm saying like we like a photo shoot thing. Like if we could probably pass that as a prop if somebody was alerted to it.
We should get like a 6-foot like bronze god
because it's sharp.
And then we could take
like if a police officer was like,
what?
Paint yourself bronze and stand there with it.
Oh yeah. And they have the Neptune statue, so they probably think you're just a statue.
Yeah. Just take it right over to Virginia Beach at Neptune Festival.
It would be cool to have a fish on the end, though. That'd be kind of fucked up if somebody reels at a fish. I was like, stab it real quick.
They'd be like, "You fucking stole my fish."
What are you gonna do though?
Laws of
what
the
do
Trident.
You do if you're fishing and you reel it in, and some maniac comes from the side, stabs the fish with a trident, and runs off? You don't chase.
It's
I let the rod go and just
it's
take
Portsmouth.
it.
They shoot you. It'll be
take it, bro.
It'll be like the Indiana Jones where he's like, shh, and then they're like, bang bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you're recreating movie scenes now. Yeah.
1 in 3 chance to hit a fish. I'll probably do better than what we ended up doing. We were catching them like crazy that morning. Then later in the day, nothing.
It's because I came out. They don't like me. No. I had a fish, and I was like fishing, and then I'm like fishing, and then all of a sudden I look to the side, and there's like a huge like wolf spider just hanging out, and I was like, oh, okay, there's a fish, and I'm like, oh my god, and the fish is like near the wolf spider, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk over to this rock here. You ganked my fish. Oh, ganked. That's a great word. I haven't heard that word since Supernatural was over.
Oh man.
What were you trying to hit me with now?
So are you? I'm not hitting you with anything. What the heck is on me? I'm not baked right now. By the way, I knew you're just asked me that. Um. So I know that you were taking questions on the next build.
Or builds for the
Reveal what
future.
it
I have
is,
a
but are
couple of
you?
planned, but yeah.
But if you want to.
Have you figured it out though?
I got a couple of things in mind, but again, my wife has said that the evil layer needs to be a continued project. She doesn't. My wife is not particular to the review channel. She doesn't care about that, but she is very interested. And you've met my wife. She loves the evil layer stuff. So, but she's not allowed to give any suggestions because they're horrible. So, so it looks like the evil layer is going to be an ongoing thing. Whether it makes money or doesn't make money, it keeps me busy and keeps me engaged in the community in different ways. So we have a couple of projects lined up, and then we got some things that are just kind of off camera. So I recently made something for Brian LCS, and I made something for Austin LeMay off camera. We'll be sending those out this week, actually, tomorrow Saturday. We'll be sending those out. Just for the things that they do for the community, just little thank yous, not even video, just sending it out. We have a couple of projects lined up, and I'm thinking we need to do something kind of techy. We've been doing a lot of blacksmith and casting lately.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to do, something like when we did the laser. We need to do something along those lines, some robotics or something along those lines. So we have a couple of ideas for that. But I'm always looking for ideas. I will tweak your idea. You need to. If anybody gives me a suggestion, just understand you're just setting off a synapsis in my brain, a chemical. That's all you're doing, and then I'm going to go about it the way I think I need it goes.
I think that and I had part of that clip where you were going through when you did the explosive arrows, and you went through the formula and everything. And
I want some of those.
Dude, it was awesome.
That's another great example.
That was just like in the woods. It was like, all right, let's blow up these arrows. Like, dude,
that's what I want in life, to blow up stuff.
I love that logo too. Yeah, big shout out. If you don't mind, I would love to throw a huge shout out. There's two people that need to be recognized that are so heavily involved in the evil layer. Most people probably don't understand. So I don't have an artistic eye. I don't consider myself an artist. I can make things, but that doesn't make me an artist. So the border that you see on the evil air, that was made by White Shadow himself. He came up with that, and the moment he did it, I was like, that it embodies it. And then, of course, the new avatar for it, the evil layer bitches, as we call it. That actually, well, here, I got it right here. This actually is the new avatar for the evil layer, and that came from Brosco.
Yeah.
And I can't think of enough. I think that eats what the evil layer is, probably more than anything else. My favorite goggles on it.
When I saw that, it was a clear Roscoe.
Yeah.
Like his style, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, it was so good. Both of them are so talented. So yeah, they fill the gaps that I'm missing, no doubt.
Big ass spider. Yes, it is a big ass spider.
They're all fuzzy too.
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna make shirts. We're gonna make some stickers out of it. We'll do some things as I make things. I like printing my own stickers, but I do have a site where you can go buy the stuff. But I don't. It's just there in case somebody needs a cool collared shirt or a T-shirt. But it's on there.
I want one. I'm gonna go buy one.
I didn't put the website on the description. I'll have to add that later.
Slacker.
I put two YouTube channels and
two YouTube channels plus
and an IG. 3 points of contact. Hit up Pocan Joe.
Oh, also there's 2 other YouTube channels.
But don't think I'm
about.
That's what I'm talking about.
What?
That's what I'm talking about.
What? I missed
There's
it.
2 other channels people don't know about. Well, yeah, it's just over the top. The top.
And his little, hey, it's nice to see you again. You've been tagged.
I don't think I could.
Making chips. Yeah, I do that.
I forgot about that. Hitting those up everywhere. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Joe's amazing. This crap is just over the top. I can't believe this is happening. This is awesome.
I'm still in trouble for YouTube for making those chips and openly admitting that I was breaking an algorithm and doing it. Like, I still get, like, so right now, the number of subscribers that you see on the channel, that's not my actual subscriber count. It's actually much more than that, but they refuse to release it until they verified all the users. It's like, how long is that going to take? Like, but you ask for it, you ask for it. You break a rule, you break a rule.
Yeah, I remember when you were talking about all that. That was amazing. Joe was.
I know he got in trouble.
Again, he was figuring that shit out. It was awesome.
But I mean, so here's the thing. I get where they're coming from. Like, okay, you break a rule. But sometimes if you're like a genius and you're the first to break it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Up to
Like,
that point,
hey,
I didn't.
Don't do it anymore.
I didn't. I didn't break a rule. I broke the law. Like, I legit broke the law. And there's no doubt about that. And I didn't know I broke the law.
What?
Oh, yeah. So,
Gentlemen, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, totally. That was so appropriate. So, the deal was when the chip first was the first round of chips that went out, it had nothing to do with Chicago. We actually did it at Baltimore Comic-Con. The first round of chips just automatically subscribed you and started playing a video. Right up off the bat, if you got close enough to it, doesn't matter. Your cell phone legit had to be turned off. Otherwise, when you got close enough to the chip, it would start playing a video and automatically hit the subscribe button. That's illegal. You have to give people an option and a choice to do something, right? There's a whole law based off of that. I did not know this.
Is it called the Patriot Act?
No, it's actually worse. It's through the FCC, which shouldn't even exist, but whatever. So once I realized, and mind you, I hadn't been caught when I learned that I had broken the law. Somebody actually was like, I think that's illegal under the FCC. And I was like, well, I have an FCC radio license. I don't know this law. It's because it's something new that recently popped out when these type of chips were being made. So after realizing it, I fully admitted to it. I even did a video. Like, I fully admitted, told YouTube what I did, the whole 9 yards. Like, I'm a villain, but I'm not a bad guy. There's a difference.
I'm a nice villain. I'm a villain with a heart of gold.
So YouTube was like, thank you.
He's like the snarky rogue.
Right. So, yeah, fair enough. So YouTube was like, they want details on it. And I was like, well, the problem is I can't give you all the details. The chip is patented and it's under my patent. I own the patent for it. I'm not doing that. And they're like, well, we'll have to. And they made all kinds of threats. And I'm like, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead. The email that's associated with this account is a dummy email anyway. I can go start another YouTube channel tomorrow. I don't care. It's a new channel. So then what we did is we pulled everything back and we redesigned the chip to where it would just give you a notification, much similar to hitting a QR code or any other type of NFC chip. But I made mine so small, right, that you can put them anywhere. And we were able to get that kind of, and I say we, believe it or not, I have my own little business off to the side where I do government contracting stuff, and I have some of the most brilliant people that work with me, and I work with them, and it's completely just us shooting ideas and storyboarding stuff and seeing if we can make it. And when we finally came up with this other idea, that was the launch at C2E2 of the one that just says, hey, watch a video. This is some cool shit. That's what popped up.
Yeah, I remember when you were talking about how that went down. It was so funny, and
because we were joking about like going through the metal detectors, and we're like, we're gonna be chipped, and they're gonna be like, get on the ground.
Well, that was the thing. It's like every con, it was like, oh, Joe's chipping people again.
The funny thing is going back and thinking, right, and just running some numbers real quick. We were, because the one that happened at Baltimore Comic-Con, that was the one that was just ridiculously stupid. 11,000 views on a bullshit video, putting them in door frames, creating, a triangle effect for signals, the whole 9 yards. We kind of got to thinking about that, and we're like, that's still kind of high for what happened at a Comic-Con, depending on the rate of speed that people walk through a doorway.
Yeah.
So we were like, so where's everything else? Like, there's still, like, I'm not really sure how that number happened. It should not have been that high. 11,000 people are not walking through the doorway of a Comic-Con, at least Baltimore Comic-Con, they're not.
Yeah.
So how, unless they're going back and forth and it keeps
Maybe
gonna say.
back and forth. Yeah, you
that's
got.
all I can think of. And it was still, and it bothers me because I don't like not knowing. That bothers
Too many variables.
He'll figure it out. Joe's gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
All he needs to do is just say, "Yeah, I want to figure this out." Let him figure it out. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It got so bad with YouTube that I threatened that not only will I start one channel, I'll start 8 channels and I'll run chips for all of them. If you really want to make this a thing, we can make it a thing. Like, I can go deep web with, like, I don't really care. I think you're confused. I'm not in this to be YouTube famous by no means whatsoever.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Mm-mm-mm.
I was like, dude, that's some like Michael Weston shit. Like, hey, what's up, bro? Tagged, and I'm like,
Oh.
what the? How
That's
is
what
it?
he is. Like Michael Weston.
That shit was great. Your rant, because I begged you. I
I was like, I don't do rants on people.
I was like, please
She
do
was
a rant.
so
on me.
nervous about that initially.
Please do a rant on
I
me. I
don't
don't care
know.
what you say. And then, like, it was the nicest rant ever. She was like, this Michael Weston looking motherfucker. And I'm like, I thought her noticed. That's awesome. That's
I was
not a
like,
rant.
he's loud. He drinks a lot. As I'm drinking with him.
That was so funny. Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh my
Great.
gosh.
Well, hey, this time has just kind of flown past. I didn't
I
realize
know.
this. Do you
Because
guys
he's amazing.
do you still have a little bit, Joe? I'm not trying to keep you on.
Oh, I forgot.
Do you guys
I
want
was
to play
just
a
here to
game?
ask questions or answer questions.
Well, would you like
Do you
to
wanna
play a game?
I would love to play a game.
I mean, it's YouTube's favorite.
But first, before we play the game, can I
Oh,
ask
yeah.
a question?
Sure.
Where did you get that hat, and what other kind of things do they make?
Are you talking about the Spidey's Powder Tumbler hat?
It just so happens I am.
Funny you
Wow.
should ask. You can actually reach out to Spidey's Powder Tumblers. He has phenomenal swag, all kinds of gear. Check this thing out. This is my DJ Link's tumbler. I don't know if you've ever seen me use this before.
And not only that,
Incredible.
another amazing person is DJ Links, where you can buy amazing stuff.
Oh, do you mean like djlinks.shop?
Stick around, yo.
Stick around.
Amazing. I hear he's got a bunch of new shirts that he's just released.
What? That is crazy. I can't wait to go in there.
He also
And look
has
at these affordable prices.
The Remy t-shirt? What? Sorry.
Put your boobs away. We're
I
having
love
a
that
show
you don't
here.
know where you're at.
Well, they're kind of in the way, bro.
I mean,
It's not.
What is wrong with you?
There
I
are
was
so
like-
many things. So many things.
golly.
I'm videotaping this for scientific research. This shit'll be on the Discovery Channel.
Daddy issue? No, I'm just kidding. I have no issues.
Anyways,
I'm
yeah, good times fly by. Oh, look at this.
Yep.
Yep, Tumblr and How to Wet. Fantastic.
Speaking of Spidey's powder tumbler,
Yep.
that's just for him. He knows.
Alrighty. Are you guys ready?
We are ready. I'm excited.
Guess those Tootsies.
I actually did that pretty good.
All right. So just to recap, these are the rules.
I never did it
Got
right.
4 pictures of one celebrity.
Okay.
4 Tootsie pictures of one celebrity.
Is it Pocan Joe?
No.
Okay. I lose.
I will show you 4 pictures
Of the same person.
of the same person. Because everyone gets confused on this. I'm going to show you one celebrity, 4 different Tootsie pictures. You guess the celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
And feel free to guess in the chat as well. Now, this one I'm really proud of. I went different. I was on IG today, and somebody made a joke about the dollar store Tootsies, and I was like, oh, we're going to have a special edition. So I have one celebrity tonight, 4 pictures. You guys ready? Picture number 1.
Whoa! That is a hairy mofo.
Is this the first dude you had in here?
It's not a dude. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a dude.
Yes. No, we had
Nope, never had a man.
yes, we
We
did.
have never had a man.
Yes, we
As the
have.
person who has done this week after week,
I did Jason Momoa. So suck it.
you did Jason Momoa. When did you have any pictures?
I won't tell you.
I'm kind of gonna a preliminary guess. I'm gonna go with Hoarder's Hide pick here.
All right, chat.
I like David Hasselhoff too. That's a good one.
All right, chat. I did Jason Momoa because I did it.
Are you trying to get a timestamp? Because I have to show you. Go ahead now. Say it so I
I'm
can
gonna get a
clip it.
timestamp.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
don't want him. I did Jason Momoa.
Okay. Are you ready for picture number 2?
I know who it is.
I'll say yes.
I know who it is.
Oh, this
Maybe.
is some cat.
Yep, I know who it is.
Is this I think I know who it is, but I'm holding back.
Okay. All right. Picture number 3. That's a meaty one.
I'm gonna say, well, do I guess now or wait till the last?
You can do whatever, however you want to. You can
I'm
guess
gonna
and
do-
then re-guess if you have a different one down the road here.
That's an H, y'all. I'm gonna go with Henry Cavill.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
Sylvester
White
Stallone.
Shadow. Me and you, bro. Think alike.
Where you
Sylvester
going?
Stallone, maybe?
Who'd you say, Joe?
Sylvester Stallone, but I hold the right to change it.
Ooh, I wonder if it's your boy. What's your boy? That's Henry Cavill, man. He's a hairy bro. I mean, that's not that hairy.
Dude's working out. You know what? I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say Star-Lord, Kevin Pratt.
Chris Pratt. The 3
Chris Pratt,
C's.
that's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, damn it, Pocan Joe. He's fucking amazing.
Wow.
Am I the first one to ever get this?
You,
Am I the first one? I
we
think I'm
had
the
no.
first
So
one.
we had somebody in the chat.
No, Freaky Louie got Natalie Portman because he's a Natalie Portman fan.
I thought he. Oh, he was in. Oh no, he wasn't in the chat. That was when he was on.
But yes, you were one of the rare few. Damn!
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
He was like, "I'm
incredible, sir." That was.
It was the
That is
flip-flop.
that is what
It was the
Pocan Joe is known for. Just pulling it and making it happen.
Making it, pulling it.
Guess those Tootsies.
I didn't mean it like that, you sickos.
Pulling it, making it happen. That's what my wife says.
Just stop. Just stop doing it. You're going to drive me crazy.
You guys, that's
I mean,
not
between the two of you. I don't even know. I don't.
What the hell am I looking at?
Man, I can't believe you got that. He's changed his answer up too.
You thought you had it.
I thought I had it.
And then
I
he's
thought
like,
I had it. When you said Superman, I was like, oh, they're not even
he
going to
went-
be close.
He went back in time and he was like, no, it's this guy.
There's actually a lot of Chris Pratt
In sandals?
feet pics out there. Yeah. Oh yeah, lots of sandals.
Well, because he
out at the beach. It was like when I had
Is he a
those
surfer?
pictures of Jessica Alba. She had a ton of beach pictures. Like,
well, because she's a surfer, isn't she?
I don't know. It was weird. A lot of them are like bending over on the seat and like all kinds of stuff.
Well, yeah, because
I'm
they're
just saying,
chicks.
like, okay,
And
but
they're
you
like,
can look up
"Ooh."
celebrities and like a lot, it depends on how many pictures you actually see where they're like out doing stuff. These
Oh.
people are out hanging out. Yeah. It was like hanging out at the beach.
Yeah, it's paparazzi.
Thanks a lot, Roscoe.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe and share and stuff.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Speaking of liking and subscribing and sharing, what do we got
Definitely.
planned?
For us?
Yeah.
Well, Joe, you know what? Why don't you
Don't you have a giveaway coming up here soon? Let's tell the people about that.
Oh my gosh, you're right, Pocan.
Crazy.
I
yeah.
almost forgot.
I think it's this Saturday.
Is it?
Is it September 9th? Right before the Saturday Night
It actually
Banter?
is not Saturday.
I mean, September 3rd? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Is it
yes.
starting to kick in now?
I'm just really high.
I will thank you for not being biased and treating us equally with your own stupidity. The Trident can't save you now. It's stuck.
Oh shoot, I'm having problems.
It's so tall, it's stuck.
December.
You have a huge shell and a trident now. You know you need to make a video for that, a short or something.
Da-da-da.
Oh man, that's awesome. Well, shoot, yeah. So, thank you, Joe. Yes, September 3rd, before Remy's place, we're gonna have our giveaway. Oh, you know what? I've got those slabs right over there. Here, you want to hand them to me? So this is one.
Okay, you do it.
So this is one. Because we're a big Masters Universe fan.
He is. I'm not. I just like the cat.
This is just I love the drink more Ovaltine. So if you want to pick up a Golden Age,
Yes,
this
I do.
is
You just send that
1951.
to me. You don't need to put that in the giveaway. Just you got my address. Let's make this happen. Let's work something off to the side.
Minus that one, y'all.
Yeah, this one's going to Joe.
You want a couple of tips? Like seriously, I'll get you some subscribers.
And then this is Spider-Man 1, the gold edition, and a 9.2.
Oh, nice.
And then we had so Chip has I think he has He-Man 1. He was gonna give away. Spidey's powdered tumbler has a giveaway. It was a
Don't say it if you don't know it. Just say it.
Okay, he's got a giveaway. Brian LCS. I think he's got 2 different giveaways as well.
Oh man!
So yeah, we'll have
you.
some folks on there,
Nice.
and it'll be good. It's not going to be as many prizes of what we had for the last one, but we are going to have a preview for the 700 push, and I'm excited for that. That actually, that
you also have a big nomination coming up too, don't you?
What? I forgot about that.
Yes,
for real.
for unboxing.
That has nothing to do with me.
Just keep me alive is what it is.
I just call 911 if we need it.
Yeah. So Saturday, yeah, definitely come by and check it out. We can, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, we should have some fun though. It'll be a fun show, and I don't think it's going to go too long. I was honestly like, that's why I haven't really promoted it. We talked about it on Let's Talk About It last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, we're moving it from Saturday to Saturday, and that's it. So it's going to be for like the people, yeah, that actually come into the thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm going to like do up the thumbnail. It might just be a, like I might very subtly just put something out there. You know, because it's like you see that thumbnail and then a bunch of people join in.
Are you being bougie now?
No, but I'm just saying it.
I'm so
10
fancy.
people. If we got 10 people that are in and 10 people are going to be able to show up, let those 10 people go. Yeah. I'd rather give it to those 10 people than have 100 people that I never knew, or you know what I mean? Don't ever, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just jump on for one show.
Yeah. No, we don't do that shit here. You think you're cool? We don't know you.
Well, if you need anything else, you know, you can always just ask me. I got a short box of stuff that I'm always happy to give away. So if you need,
can have a short box. Yeah, you have to have a short box because apparently, if you buy a long box, it means you're divorcing your significant other.
Right? Hold on, Joe. Because I've asked everybody.
All my long boxes. I buy short boxes because I'm cheap.
Well, I've asked a lot of the community members. Angel came home with a long box. Should I be concerned? I feel like I should. She said she wants to organize. I think you're collecting what you're collecting now, and I'm collecting what I'm collecting now. And
That's what it's always
I feel
been.
there's some shadiness that's going to go on here.
Shadiness?
Yep, I feel like there's some shadiness with that long box.
Can I just remind you that one of my books is gotten water damage?
Oh, from you spraying?
No,
the
no,
freaking...
it's over there.
No,
Yep.
impossible.
Dude, use the trident and call in a title.
Impossible. You don't need it. You don't need it.
Do you want me to show the community?
What are you going to show? If you show them a damaged book, how do they know that that's me?
Because I would never lie to people.
I will lie to you in a heartbeat. Like, I'm just saying, I have no problems with making something like, "Hey, how's this look on me? Looks great." Like, I have no problems with that whatsoever.
Well, sir, do you want to talk about anything that you have coming up?
So I do things on YouTube. I have a comic book review, dropped one today. I think some people are going to get the feelings hurt, but it's okay. It's all in good fun. You'll be all right.
It's a good review. It's a good review, too.
Somebody's going to get feelings hurt? Oh, I have to watch this.
Yeah, because, that's what I do. I hurt people. It happens.
I do, too, but mainly celebrities.
We're working on the next Evil Air project, and we're focusing on Illis Illuminati and DJ Lynx. We're going to make something for those guys. It's going to be pretty kick ass because they did the collab for the Hell Crow book.
A sneak peek.
Yeah, so we're going to do something with that.
Cool.
We're going to make it bling, and we're going to make it the hip hop.
I want bling. I want bling.
What?
Did he say bling?
What are you talking about?
I thought I said bling, like bling.
Nah, that's cool, man. I can't wait to see that. And like I said, definitely check out Pocan's reviews. Your perspective on the books that you read, I like because you actually read them. And Joe does the best when he gets excited in his descriptions. He does the best hand movements. He'll do like the explosion hands.
I'm like a puppet on the Muppet Show. I'm like, oh, it's so great.
I love it. No, it's not like that. I'm not making fun of you. He's like,
no, I'm making fun of you.
Because that's the thing. Like you'll see, he'll go and he does like an explosion with the hands, and it'll really get into it. And I'm like, oh, this is now it's gonna happen. It's exciting to watch. I like watching it.
Yeah.
And this one I took back in the day. I used to take clips like you do on your show, and I would insert clips at different points. I took that because I like to change things up. I don't like doing the same thing over again.
Happy birthday, Mark.
Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, bro. So I added a bunch of clips in from True Blood. You remember that?
Yeah.
That horrible garbage show. So I added a bunch of clips in from that on this one, making fun of me.
I would never make fun of Pocan Joe.
I'm not making fun of him.
You should. There's plenty to make fun of.
If anything, I recognize him. How about that? Well,
that's really
I'm recognizing
dude.
him.
That's so deep, bro.
I have told so many family members about Pocan Joe. Not
Did
even
you
funny.
ever just feel like you could hear the colors?
My car has turned into a spaceship, and
I don't know how to get home.
Oh my gosh, it's too much. Well, sir, I got to tell you, man, thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you for your genius.
Thank you for playing our game
and getting it
talking
right.
to us about all the cool stuff that Pocan Joe.
Well, it's true because I was like, hey, Pocan Joe. One time I saw a plane just stop in the middle of the air, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it happens all the time. It's da 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 da," and I was like, "Oh okay," because I thought I was crazy for a minute. And he's like, "Nah." I mean, he's probably thinking, "Yeah, you're crazy," but it's not for that.
Yeah.
It's funny. I spent 4 years, like legit looking at Phenomenon and doing research on Phenomenon, and I actually learned a lot from it. Is surprisingly. So I'm kind of I hate to say it, but I demystify that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting because if you go into it, I totally believe in ghost stuff, but if you look at it, 90% is electricity failure, bad plumbing, or whatever, and it's it can be debunked.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple things that you're like, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, that's why I always say take away the woo-woo. And life's actually more fascinating if you take away the woo-woo.
Take away the woo woo. I like the woo woo.
Timestamp that one as well. Damn, you have a bunch of them. Too bad Sam Gloves hasn't come in here tonight. He can put on the latex glove again. Yeah, there you go. No, we don't need the latex gloves. He's not in here. He's not in here. Sam, that's your 3 seconds. We're gonna have a Sam moment every episode. This is your latex glove fetish guy.
I'm gonna buy another pair of gloves just for you, Sam.
Yeah.
Ooh, remember
Where
that?
is Sam? He's been gone. I miss
No,
him.
he came here last time. Remember?
Was he?
Yeah, remember? Remember my gloves I had with the little fuzzy ball? Oh, that sounds bad.
Anyways, sir, thank you again. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
And as always, if you ever need anything, somebody to give something away or just show up and be silly, whatever you need, you're one of my favorite people out
I
there.
want when y'all go out next time to the bar that y'all went to, I would like to go.
The gay one or the kind of racist one?
What is
he said? A kind of racist one.
The gay bar was racist?
No.
No. The gay bar or the racist one.
Oh gosh.
We had a few bars that.
Oh, I know, because I picked you up. And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, it's so late." I was like, "Dude, Jeremy needs this."
It was great.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It legitimately, I like hanging out with Joe was like I had always hung out with Joe. That's what I loved about it. Like I felt we sat down, and it wasn't even. It was just like catching up with an old friend. It wasn't. I don't know. There wasn't any awkwardness or anything. It was just we were hanging out.
Yep. I was trying hard to like. I was just trying to be a normal guy.
You nailed it, sir.
I had in my head what a normal guy says, and I was like, "I'm gonna."
You're like, you
this
can't.
is the thing, though. We
Don't turn
talked
on the
about a few
crazy.
things that kind of we were bridging the gap there, and then I think we were both on the same page. That was the thing. Once we started talking, and it was like,
oh yeah,
this and that. It was like
we're normal.
This guy
got it.
It's everybody else that's
he
not.
gets it. That was the question. Is like, does he get it? Because you get around like somebody new, and it's like, oh, I don't know. What if?
I don't know.
What if they don't get it?
I'm super awkward, so
it's gonna be me. Just do what
sorry,
I do.
why is he saying sorry? There's no reason to say that.
No, White Shadow's like hanging out with an old friend.
Retro Rocket, what's going on? How you doing?
Oh, you missed a whole crazy shebangy.
Yep. We a lot of fun, Mr. Pocan Joe.
See, I'm socially awkward, but I don't just give it F.
What?
You were talking about like the weirdness.
Talking about?
And no, don't you dare.
Okay, I won't.
Whatever that. What is that called?
I don't know. I don't know
Yes,
what you're talking
about.
Clips?
Snippets.
Clips?
Oh, would that make you love me?
I don't know what it is. Like sometimes. Oh, that almost made my tears water for real.
Anyways, make sure to check out all of Joe's stuff
amazingness.
Yeah, and I'll have to add the website.
I know.
My bad.
I just can't take you anywhere.
Joe, again, thank you, sir, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the chat. But yeah, if you're checking Silent Rewind and you haven't been over to Joe's channel, definitely take a gander. And we don't need the gloves. Take a gander and check out his builds for sure. He's got comic reviews here, and then he's got the crazy ass builds on the other side,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
that's YouTube's fault. They said I had to separate it.
No. Oh no, and you said they were having problems with the music and everything else.
They said
they were tagging him. Did you know that?
For what?
He was getting tagged
copyright tags for music that I own.
He was moving them from this channel to that channel.
But it's the same person.
Well,
they don't. They're stupid. YouTube's not that smart.
Shame on you, YouTube.
I don't even have anything for them. Yeah, I've got nothing for them. I've got nothing.
Bad on bitches.
That's the best I could get.
Here's the thing. YouTube's not run by people anyways. It's run by robots.
Maybe.
And Pocan Joe built them all. No, I'm just kidding.
About to. Broken Joe's gonna be the resistance.
I've
He's
thought
always
about
gonna help us
building,
defeat the
and
robots.
I know we've been going long, but real quick, I've legit, because the way YouTube kind of functions, and sometimes I disagree with them a lot. I've actually considered making my own click farm just to help some of these young viewers, because they get buried in the algorithm.
Oh
Just
yeah.
so they can get like a good 1,000 hits. I'm just making my own click farm for free and just fucking everything up.
He's like,
this is an evil genius at the works right now.
I totally second that. I second that. I think you should do it.
Yeah. I second it as well then. Or third it. I don't know. Angel 2 robots. Yep. All right, everybody. Joe.
Thank you so much for coming.
Again, thank you, sir, for
Thank you for
everything.
having
You're
me.
amazing. Thank you so much for coming on.
You guys are definitely villains.
Definitely check out all of Joe's stuff. And again, thank you everybody for hanging out with us in the chat. Are you doing a Heroes cocktail thing tomorrow before In the Mix? Check that out on Friday.
It's going to be a lot better. I found out that my triple sec was stale, but I don't think it would have made a difference.
That's what it was.
No, it's terrible drink. That's what I'm saying. It was stale, but I don't.
All right, check Angel out tomorrow.
I don't know what I'm doing. What should I do
before In the Mix? I don't know. We'll figure it out. And you know what? Hit up if you have a drink, put it in the comments. I don't think we've ever mentioned that. And then Saturday again, we're gonna have our 600 subscriber giveaway. Woo! With details for the 700. Bunch of giveaways for that. It's gonna be right before Remy's place, which is the Saturday Night Banter, and you usually can check Joe out there as well. Joe usually will join the banter. So again, thank you everybody in the chat, and
have a good night.
Play us out to this.
Closing time. Time to roll to Chili's and chow down with my fucking boys.